Hey, pretty to me girls. Happy Friday. TGIF. Yes, thank God it's Friday. Yes, yes. Um, okay, so today is a little different. It's Friday. I wanted to talk to you guys a little different today because some of the emails that I have been getting and some of the text messages that I've been getting are kind of talking about the conflict that we're having with each other. You know how I am and how sisterhood is like a really big deal to me. And so what I want to say is be your sister's keeper and respect her story. Be your sister's keeper and respect her story. Even if you don't know her story, respect it anyway. Not to, I don't know what everybody's religion is, and then that's okay. But I really want to say that in the Bible that I read, it says love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no records of wrongs, it always protects, it always trusts, always hopes, and always preserves. So, when I say, a lot of times when I say, okay, be patient with yourself and be kind to you and be slow to anger with yourself because you're not perfect. I need you to be that to your sister because every day there's a girl that comes to school and she's got a story. You don't know her story. And her story is different than yours. And it may not be glamorous, although her outfit may look glamorous. You don't know what she's going through at home. You don't know what she's going through in her personal life. And sometimes we project. We may not be in the best mood, and so we have an attitude, and it's not something that we want other people to take personally, but we're just in a funk. We're in a mood. I say that to say, okay, so let me share just a little bit about myself and a little bit about my story. Middle school. Let's just start with middle school. I was bullied all the time. I was bullied almost every day. My friends were being bullied all the time and every day. Nobody was telling me, have a good day at school. No one was telling me, I love you. Not everybody was saying, you're so pretty, you're so beautiful. And those that did say, you're so pretty, I wasn't pretty to me. Hence the reason why I have the foundation pretty to me. And going to school, I would go with the worst self-esteem, head low, trying to put on a front, acting like I'm okay, not really speaking to anybody, just trying to stay to myself. But yet I still got bullied. I got bullied because people thought maybe my life was, great. I got bullied because people, I don't know, maybe other people thought, the other girls thought I was pretty. I know I was really smart. I always got straight A's. So I was kind of nerdy. But they didn't know my story. They didn't know that I was looking for a sister. They didn't know I was really in need of some encouragement. I was really in need of a compliment. They didn't know that I was really in need of a hug. They didn't know that I was surrounded in poverty and gangs. They didn't know that I was being abused verbally, sexually abused. They didn't know anything about me or my story, and they didn't ask. They just bullied. They just picked on me. They just assumed the worst. And what I'm saying to you girls is, you see girls walking around campus all the time. You don't know what they're going through. You are your sister's keeper. One girl could be, one thought away from committing suicide just because she feels like she doesn't have anybody. One girl can feel, this close to cutting up her arm because she doesn't have any friends and she doesn't think that she's important. And it's hard, and it's just too hard. You're at a school filled with hundreds of kids, and you don't have anybody for you. Who do you have for you? I'm asking you to be that girl for your sister. Be that girl for somebody. Go up to her and really ask her, how are you doing? How are you doing in this class? How do you feel about that test? Girls go in the girls' bathroom all the time, sometimes for gossip, sometimes for fighting, unfortunately. But as I think back, I used to try to sit by myself or sit with a friend that I could possibly relate to. Sisterhood is really important. It's a level of support. It is a level of love. It is a level of encouragement that we all need. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are. It is something that we all need. We as women need that sense of sisterhood. I didn't know anything about, sisterhood and how important it was and how much it was, how valuable it was until I went to Spelman. I know I have a USC. I went to USC too. But until I went to Spelman and I saw, how the girls were with each other and how they were with me. And I think that we as women and young girls don't understand that, united we stand and divided we fall. Divided we fall. Over what? Over a boy? Over low self-esteem? Over popularity? We all have insecurities. We all go through things. I went through my fair share of a lot of things, and I internalized a lot of it. And I know, babies, I know that you guys are internalizing a lot. And it's probably because you feel like you have nobody to talk to. So I encourage you to be an olive branch and take that extra step. Extend yourself to your sister. Extend yourself. Love. Be slow to anger. Don't take everything personally. If she's looking at you, don't assume the worst. She could be admiring you and don't have the guts to pay you the compliment. She could be wishing she was like you. She could think you're pretty and is just not saying anything. Don't catch an attitude with her. Say hi. Say hello. You never know. I used to get that. I used to get that all the time. And it is the worst feeling in the world when you're admiring somebody and you don't know what to say to them and they come off sideways towards you. It's really hurtful, and it's really hard to walk around campus being hurt and feeling like you're by yourself and feeling like you don't have any friends, or feeling like you're surrounded by a bunch of girls but you're unsure if they're really there for you, or if they really have your back, or if they really have, your best intentions in mind. Will they stab you in the back over a boy, or say certain things to you to make themselves feel better? We are all that we have. We are still fighting for a lot of things. We're still fighting for equality. We are still fighting for, rights, women's rights as humans' rights, because we're important. The last thing we need to do is nitpick, judge, fight, argue, project negatively towards each other, because that comes from within. And you need to start looking at you and figuring out, what's up with me? Am I good to me? Am I my own best friend? Can I be my own best friend? Am I my own keeper? Can I be my own keeper? Can I love myself enough to fill me up so that my cup can runneth over and spill into my sister? Try that. Just try it. I know it just seems random, but really think about it. You never know what another girl is going through. You really don't. Don't just assume because she's in a certain car, or she's wearing, certain clothes, or has a certain bag, or she lives in a certain neighborhood, that she has it all together. You have no idea. She may not. People don't always know that about me, and I'm an adult, and people misjudge me all the time. And I'm sure you misjudge people a lot, and I'm sure that other girls misjudge you. I believe that there is good in every last one of your hearts. I know it is. And I love all of you, and I know you can do it. So be your sister's keeper. Love her as you love yourself. Be slow to anger. Be forgiving. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be compassionate. Be compassionate to yourself. Okay? Have a fantastic weekend. You know how to reach out to me, www.prettytome.org. You can subscribe on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook at Pretty to Me. So I hope that this touches your heart in some kind of way. And you go out into the world, and when you look at your sister, soften your heart. When you see her, just soften your heart and say, I bless her. I'm just going to bless her. Even if you don't say it out loud, I'm going to bless her. And keep it pushing. You won't realize it, but you'll really be blessing yourself. I promise. You'll be blessing yourself if you do it. So have a fantastic weekend. If you have any more questions, feel free to email me, and I will try to respond to as many of them as I possibly can. I love you, all my beautiful girls, all my wonderful ladybugs, butterflies, kittens, pumpkins, princesses. I call you guys, little cute pet names all the time. So Miss Keyonna loves you, and I'll see you on Monday. Okay? Be good. Bye.